What's going on, y'all? Back here again with another bonus podcast for you guys. I got some extra for you. I love this beat logic. I'm gonna talk about you. All right, let's get into this thing, man. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Catch Up Extra. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the game. 30 tracks, man. 30 tracks. Drillmatic is getting a release date of June 17th. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna talk about that. Also, Logic, what I think about Vinyl Days so far. That's another album that I'm looking forward to in the month of June. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting to a couple tracks that he's dropped thus far. He's been dropping a lot of singles leading up to the album, which I hate that rollout method, but I'm gonna talk about that. Also, it's the middle of the year, so I got a couple albums that I'm probably gonna talk about as far as who I'm thinking is kind of leading the rankings right now. I don't have a finalized list, of course, to the end of the year, but it's the middle of the year, so I figured I'd go ahead and talk about a couple albums. But before I get into things here, make sure to check out the last episode that was dropped Memorial Day weekend. Episode 24, I went into my recap for 8 Ball and MJG versus UGK. A couple other topics. Brandy got the smoke for Jack Harlow. People seem to love that clip. That's my highest clip thus far when I broke down the clips. Joe Budden and this strange interview with Isaiah Rashad, where he's sexually fluid, whatever that means. 2010 Mount Rushmore, who belongs in the fourth spot. J. Cole playing basketball again, and did Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, was it a flop? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's show. I'm gonna try not to be too long here. This is just an extra, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up maybe about 10 minutes here. So let's get into things. So first up, let's talk about the game, man. So just read that he's gonna have a 30 track album. I believe it's two sides, the mind and the other side is the heart. So it's mind versus heart, Drillmatic. And I saw this picture here on Instagram. There's no track listing. It's just 30. It's numbered with 30 tracks, but there's no name of the tracks or anything like that. So that's weird. But anyway, so I'm not a fan of these huge track albums. I'm thinking Chris Brown here. You remember Chris Brown dropped that, like, was it like 40, 45 tracks or something like that? I was like, I don't know, game. Now, I wanted this from Kendrick. I don't know about you, Gabe. I don't know if I want 30 tracks from you, sir, but you better not be name dropping in all of them. But anyway, yeah, so, but as far as this album is concerned, as whether you want to agree or disagree with how he's promoting it, as far as like with the Eminem and is he gonna diss him? I guess that's what really everybody is waiting to see. But I think Game accomplished his mission, man, because I'm interested. I want to hear this album, his last couple projects. I was kind of so about it. I listened to it. The last one I listened to was 1992. I listened to it one time, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what he has to say on this album. Will it be good? We will see. But I think 30 tracks is a little excessive, taking advantage of that streaming game, aren't we, sir? But anyway, so yeah, that's the game so far. Oh, did y'all see that TikTok dance that he did? I happened to see that. I was like, Gabe, you need to stay off TikTok, man. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if y'all Google game TikTok dance, you'll probably see it's like a 5-second video. Like he looks kind of suspect with the dance he did. But Anyway, so that's enough about games. So I'm gonna go ahead and move into Logic here. So let's go over the tracks that he's dropped thus far. Um, I'm not gonna go in too much detail. Tetris and Decades. I went over that in episode. I believe that was 21, either 21 or 22, I believe, where I did the Pusha T album review. I did those two single tracks. If y'all want to know my thoughts on that. Um, but right now, my favorite out of these is Therapy Music featuring Russ. Russ, he just snap, crackle, and pop on that song, man. But I was like, it made me want to go listen to some more Russ. So I gotta go listen to some more Russ after this. But I definitely enjoy his verse on here. Um, and Logic as well. And as far as the concept of that song, Russ has started. He starts off talking about anxiety and going to therapy, and then he has like a little funny line in there that he was mad at his therapist, like, "Bitch, I agree with that." But yeah, I was digging his verse. Then Logic came on. He was talking about how um I guess the criticism of the fans made him want to go retire, and he's back now. He pulled the Jay-Z Kingdom Come on us, but that's okay, man. I forgive you, Logic, man. Just let's let's hear the music. But also, so Therapy Music right now is my favorite out of all the singles he's dropped. Then the self-titled track Vinyl Days featuring DJ Premier. So what you're gonna get with a DJ Premier track. You're gonna get the scratch and all that good stuff. So DJ Premier did his thing. It was okay. It was okay. Um, and then Orville, which I played at the beginning, love that beat. So Orville is cool, real Orville, it's a sci-fi fiction or whatever. So I think he kept with the theme of the song. He dropped a lot of like sci-fi references, things like that. Logic is a geek. But anyway, so yeah, so far, um, it's sounding good, and I'm looking forward to it because, of course, I like that boom bap, the '90s East Coast vibe. Out of every song he has dropped, all of them sound the same production wise. So if you're not into that sound, you probably will not like this album. But as far as the production, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. Six always does his thing, as far as the producer is concerned. Um, but I will say this. I do not enjoy the way this is being rolled out. I hate the drop a single um until the album release. Jordan Lucas did that with ADHD. By the time I listened to the album, I heard every song, and I'm like, I want to go into the album not knowing anything really. If you want to drop a single, that's fine. Maybe two, but that probably where it needs to stop. But I'm like, uh, you really don't enjoy the album when you've heard every song before you've you know listened to the album. And I know he's supposed to drop something. I think he's supposed to drop something else this Friday. I think I'm just gonna stop listening until he drops the actual album, so I don't spoil myself, so to say. Um, but also, I I don't think this is gonna be a concept album. This seemed like it's gonna be more of just a project, where he's basically just doing boom bap production. It seems like, which I don't have a problem with it, but it's been a while since we've had like a um, Logic album with a major theme or concept like Under Pressure, The Incredible True Story, even Everybody, as polarizing as that album is. Um, but yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get a concept album out of this. Maybe we'll see, but uh, yeah. But that's pretty much all I have on Logic right now and what I think of Vinyl Days thus far. But let's go ahead and get into my albums that I feel are probably going to be on my top. I'm gonna try to create a top 10 this year. If y'all got some suggestions below, let me know. I haven't listened to much. I listened to maybe like 5 or 6 albums, and those are the ones I've reviewed already on the Catch Up podcast. I think was it Future. I'm gonna be honest, Future's not gonna be on my list. Like it was, there was some entertaining stuff to listen to. Put my thumb now, put a diamond in a bud or something like that. But yeah, but other than that, I'm like I haven't been back to that album yet, nor am I going back to it. So, Future probably will not be on the top 10. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth, but it did have some shock value to it. But other than that, um, not in any particular order. Um, but of course, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. I haven't been back to it yet, mainly because I've been listening to Kendrick over and over again. So I can tell y'all right now that number one is probably gonna be between The Weeknd, Don FM, and Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love both of those albums. And other than that, what else have I listened to? D-Day from the Dreamville camp, even though that's really more of a mix. Well, it is a mixtape rather than an album. But I really haven't been back to it that much. I like Stick. Stick gets me hype, and there's a couple tracks on there that I like. But yeah, D-Day. Anything else that I feel like it's something else that I'm not thinking of right now. Let me check real quick because it'll be in my Apple Music. So let me see here. Oh yeah, Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. That's another. I've actually gone to Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse a couple times now. I was not expecting to like that album this much, seeing as you had one half of Slaughterhouse, but King Crooked or Crooked Eye, whatever y'all want to call them, Joel Ortiz, they both did their thing on this album, and I still go back to it. So I think right now all of those are really on my radar right now as far as what will be on my top 10 at the end of the year. But of course, I got to get some more albums on here, y'all. So I'm gonna be looking to see if I can add some more things. If y'all have some suggestions below on what I can listen to, let me know. But other than that, that is pretty much my mid-year list as far as my albums are concerned. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me for this bonus podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Catch Up Extra. If you haven't already, make sure to like that video, comment down below your thoughts, what y'all think about the game, what y'all think about the Logic coming up. Do y'all have any suggestions for me as far as albums? And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out.